284 back in the public eye. We are public to the world.
That's right.
Here we are.
I don't want the world to see me, but they can. They absolutely can.
That sounds beautiful right now.
They can hear me. They can hear us.
Today's area code is a special number. It's one of the British Virgin Islands area codes, but they stopped assigning it, I think, at some point because it is part of what's known as the One Ring scam. And no, it has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings.
It's gonna control them all, right?
I wish it did.
And my axe.
It says the person perpetuating the scam calls the victim via a robodialer or similar means, sometimes at odd hours of the night, and then hangs up when the phone is answered, with the hope that the victim will be curious enough to call the number back. When the victim does this, an automatic 19.95 international call fee is charged to their account, as well as $9 per minute thereafter. Similar scams have been linked to Grenada, Antigua, Jamaica, and Dominican Republic. So it's just like a side hustle down there for these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
They make like phone banks and fucking cash in on it.
Calling someone in the middle of the night used to be pretty fun. You could do that to fuck with people. I remember doing that when I was like 14, and it would be too late at night to actually do a prank call. And I also didn't want my parents like hearing me talking into a headset.
Yeah.
Like
so
saying
funny.
They would be like, what's going on? But there used to be some app. I forget what it was called, but it was like Skype, but it was free.
Yeah,
you had like a free trial.
And you didn't have to like create a regular account or whatever. So it was like fucking perfect.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You could just keep installing it.
Yeah, there was like a robo one.
Oh, what the fuck was it?
But I remember calling like teachers just at like 2 a.m. You just call them and then they pick up and you hang up.
The one we do would because this was outsourcing the prank call. Is you would go into a teen chat room and be like 14 female Callie looking for phone sex, and then you put in your friend's number and say that your name is your friend's mom's name. And so then you have like 18 horned up pedophiles calling at 2 a.m. To talk to like Sally or whatever. And then you don't tell the person about it and then talk about it on your podcast 20 years later.
Excuse me, are you trying to meet my child? Who's a he, by the way? Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
Ew.
Yucky.
I'm not weird. That guy hangs up.
I'm
not weird. You think I'm gay?
I'm not weird like that.
I'd tell them to DM me and for like whatever, and then half of them I'd say like, give me your number, and then the other half I'd say, here's my number, and just give it to the other guy. And then they'd both be messaging me being like, hey, a dude picked up, or hey, I just called a dude.
Did it ever work in reverse? Could you ever go into a chat room and be like, all right, female California, I am 12,000 years old. Who wants to cyber with me?
Yeah, some weeb would message you and be like, I bet you look like a little girl. You're that old.
Yeah, my girlfriend I met in a chat room is actually 12,000 years old. Like, I know she looks really young, but she's actually 12,000 years old in the anime.
Yeah,
so.
she got bitten by a Dracula back.
Do you guys?
She was
do you
12,
guys remember?
So it's fine.
For people that weren't like smart enough to add like a call to a Skype type call and do that, they had prankdial.com, which you could just put the fucking number in and it would like robocall them. Guess what? A dude who he was a fan of it. Here, I'll put it in here. It's called. He said he runs this now with his friend, prankcaller.io. He said we do the same thing with a bunch of new content. It's so crazy.
That's wild.
Oh man.
So as people call him and has like spaced out and shit, be like, "You got my drugs," and it makes them freak out.
Because the the one I used, you could type in messages and it would like send it through like a robo voice, and like so someone would answer and you could be like, "Hey," just like a robo, "Hello, go fuck yourself," and then they'd be like, "What?"
Dude, everything was so much easier when you could literally make like fake phone numbers in a second for anything, and I'm glad you can't anymore. Honestly, it's
it's bad.
It's fine.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. There are plenty of ways to harass people if you want to.
Certain streamers will turn on and off because you need to verify your number to be able to chat if that streamer has it on, so you don't have like it's like you get ban evaders. And it's so funny when it's off how many fucking shitheads are in chat, and also being like, why do you ever turn that stupid thing on? I can never talk in here anymore. It's so fucking funny. Like all these bitter losers to only talking then. Then you turn it off and like it's just slightly better. So that they're
not
not
that
around.
hard to put in your phone number.
You lose some of the riffraff. Yeah, but if you're banned with one phone number
Yeah,
now
it's like what Twitter
it
used to be.
makes you show up as a ban evader to the.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why people show up as like suspicious user and stuff.
That's like when Twitter asked for your phone number before like all the new changes, like and
Before it got
you got
fixed.
banned, and then it would be like, all right, you got to put a phone number into like this new account. If you use your old phone number, it was just an auto ban. It's like, fuck you, you're gone. You
Do they
can't
not do
this.
that anymore?
Now they don't. You still have to put your phone number for like two-factor, but you can confirm it in other ways. But also, I put my phone number in like a fake account and like my real phone number, and like it didn't ban me. So like I think after a while, it like just sort of.
They probably fired the people who controlled.
Yeah,
that.
100%. They
Yeah.
fired everybody.
They had to let all the Borgolinis back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
God, he's so awesome.
He looked legitimately scary in the video we watched on Sunday, where he was in the dark talking about like the nasty food or whatever.
He was making biscuits.
He was making fried biscuits.
Deep fried biscuits because he doesn't have an oven.
That's the thing, though. He has an oven; it just doesn't work.
I can't really use the oven. He pans down and his mom's head is in the oven and says her skeleton. Oh, it's been broken for quite a while.
I never used the dishwasher.
cannot use it.
I only use the dishwasher to store things, and my dad's in there too.
I'm washing my dad's bones
is
so I can
this?
sell them on eBay.
I was looking to see if there was any more fun community notes from Borg, and I found this one from Mead instead that says, "Join me in fighting obesity. I'll give it a left hook and take it down like a champ." And it's him standing in a
he's
horse
air
shirt.
hugging.
Yeah, he's like not really even clenching full fists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's wearing a horse shirt. It's like almost like a 3-wolf moon kind of shirt, but with a horse. It's like
Yeah.
the shirt that like maybe an aunt would wear. You would expect
Mhm.
an old person to be wearing it, or maybe like a guy who was in Guatemala a week ago and he had to get new clothes here, or maybe a kid.
Who else was just talking about them having a mean left hook? Outlaw did it, and then he did it, and me did it. Somebody else did. Too many guys are watching and talk about having a mean left hook, and none of them
Yeah,
can
where do they
punch
hear
for
it?
shit.
Was it Muhammad Ali?
They're
Because we were
definitely
roasting his videos the other week.
Outlaw's the one that says he's a mean left hook, and he punches right-handed and winds it up like a cartoon. He doesn't
Yeah,
even
well,
punch
he also
left-handed.
he like broke his wrist, his left wrist, like punching that punching bag. He
Yeah.
hurt so bad.
Punching, he did. That was the only time he ever did a hook. He had a
Yeah,
limp
and,
hand,
like,
and he
he-
rolled it across it, and like
Yeah,
he punched it so bad that his index finger touched the inside of his wrist, basically, and you could see his face strain.
and then so when he's punching it the next time, he doesn't even hit it with his left hand because it hurts so bad. And that's the guy who's gonna knock me out. That's the guy who's gonna kick my ass.
He will. If one of those kicks lands, it's gonna hurt so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
The only way he could hurt you with a kick is if the rubber on his shoe dragged down your skin and pulled on hair.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
That's the only
That
way
would, yeah, it would kind of.
it would be great to be
Bit.
waxed by his shoes.
I want him to wax me.
that would be a good jackass challenge. Letting the other guy wax your pubes but he's got the wax on his feet.
With like his Doc Martin.
Oh, yeah, and he like kicks you and then has to pull it off.
Mhm.
I would just
yeah.
shave him.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to tear your foot off someone's
I
nuts.
put more hair into someone's nuts.
Putting your other foot in their stomach and pushing to try to pull your foot out of their nuts.
Yeah.
If that actually worked, it'd kind of suck because then you have a whole bunch of pubes like wax onto your foot. So who's the
Yeah.
prank really on?
You should let your dog lick it off.
The audience, because they had to watch it.
Yeah. Well, you have to put peanut butter on the pubes that are stuck to the boots, and then you have the dog lick it off.
Yeah.
No, you have to
put
put the
peanut butter
you have
and
to put
jelly
the-
on there, then it's like a crumble.
Yeah, then a man would lick it off.
No, but if it's jackass, it wouldn't be a dog. It'd be like an alligator would have to lick it off.
Yeah.
Maybe put some like meat on there.
It would be hard to get an alligator to lick something. Do you think you could do the peanut butter trick on an alligator?
Yes, of course.
Steve-O had an alligator snapping turtle bite his ass when he was 4 years sober on 3.5.
Oh, okay.
You probably could do that then. Or maybe not. No. I guess you couldn't because it would confuse. It's like when a dog or a cat, they can't decide whether they're licking or biting something.
No, that's the funniest
Mhm.
thing is he immediately regretted it, and you could tell that he talked about it right before that. He's like, "See, I told you he wasn't gonna let go." Just hanging there. That's the meanest
Oh,
thing he's ever
man.
done to his ass.
And he did that sober.
Yeah,
That's
he's 4
not
years
true.
sober
That
at that
can't be
point.
the meanest thing he's done to his ass.
It's pretty cool. It's cool that he wouldn't go on Bill Maher's show. because Bill Maher was going to smoke a joint, and he was like, if I get secondhand weed smoke, I'm going to go back to my crazy days.
I think it was just a good excuse to not hang out with Bill Maher.
Well, that's good too.
No, who wouldn't want to hang out with Bill Maher?
Most women.
It's Club Random.
Young women, old women.
Old women love him.
Unpaid women. Don't want to hang out with them.
Women. And paid women.
And paid women.
But they smile through it.
Hawk to a Girl had such a great time on that podcast.
One of her last conversations before she died, she just fucking disappeared. They got so into it. They were merchandising all this shit. They have a merch store. She probably had like 10 employees. She's got that podcast studio and no one's using it.
The podcast studio's got to be like, that's not in her house, right?
No.
She had like Whitney Cummings and shit on there. So I'm pretty, because it was just like a Paul venture, right? Like Logan or Jake or whatever.
Yeah,
It
maybe it was like
part
an
of their network.
Airbnb in the area.
So I'm sure like they just have different facades that they can like roll in and out. And
yeah, they're probably professionals, but it is kind of funny that that's just sitting there.
They're unprofessional.
They are pretty unprofessional, honestly.
I did see Thomas Leno Killer reply to like one of her posts from like 2024, like, who still listened to this in 2025?
Yeah. The interview with her and JoJo Siwa, that's a weekly re-listen for me.
Oh, of course.
I'm doing my yearly rewatch of The Tonight Show. One episode per day. I'm still
Don't make
still
fun
in
of me, man.
1956.
Don't make fun of me, man.
No, I would do that shit. I'm
just kidding. I do watch a lot of those old shits, though.
I did see,
great.
we were talking about Temu on Sunday and how so many cool things. I did see that on Temu, they're actually selling Rizzlers.
Oh,
What?
shit. They're selling him?
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, they're selling
Are
them.
they
They're
Chinese?
Well, I don't know. I haven't ordered one yet.
Okay,
Damn.
because I don't want them to be Chinese.
No, I can't promise.
Because it would
you
be
that-
kind of disappointing to me if there was a Chinese Rizzler.
What was the furniture place putting kids in those things? They're going to need a big one for his ass.
Wait, it was a Wayfair.
Wayfair,
yeah.
It was Huaweifair.
We're going to need a way bigger Wayfair.
HUAWEI.
That's pretty good.
Huaweifair.
Wayfair.
Yeah.
Man, they don't.
We're going to need a bigger fair. That's what they're going to say.
I'm not seeing
Yeah.
any real
And a
Rizzlers on
state
here,
fair.
but I'm seeing a bunch of
Mhm.
cool shirts. Look
Okay.
at this.
Well, you're not
Oh,
looking
nice
in the right
link.
place. I got it.
Skibbity Rizzler, and there's a picture of a potato with a face on it.
It's making me do a security verification. Why is it making... I checked if I had my VPN on, and I don't. That's fucked up. Temu doesn't trust me?
No, that's a nugget, dumbass. You guys don't know the Gigakakadakado nugget?
No.
I do not.
That nugget sings gibberish in Cotton Eye Joe lyrics, but not the real lyric, just what it sounds like Tenzin.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that.
Gigakakadakado. And fucking Gen Alpha thinks it's the funniest shit in the world. And if I was like 12, I probably would too.
Yeah, it's like YouTube poops and...
It's like Crazy Frog.
There you go.
Yeah, Crazy Frog, Hamster Dance.
Hamster Dance and Crazy Frog made me laugh my ass off when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Ohio
those are
Sigma
still
Rizzler.
good.
Oh yeah, that's what like my nephews were here and they were just saying just like Sigma and Skibbity Toilet and all this.
What's a
shit.
Sigma?
And so, yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
Tom,
They're
do you know about
like, they're
mewing?
like 10. I never heard of it.
Tom's like, it was called looks maxing, but then maxing got killed to death
Yeah.
by your kind, you little shits.
Yeah. I actually told it's not that funny to me right now. I'm into this.
Yeah, all
cooler
that shit's so
stuff.
boring to me, like mewing. Like, oh, we were watching that guy who was like hitting himself in the head with a hammer or whatever. That was like 2019 or something.
Bone maxing, yeah.
Yeah. And now it's like, yeah, it's all over TikTok and every middle schooler knows about it. It's like, yeah, that's whatever. It's like stuff like furries, something like that, or bronies, where like, yeah, it was funny when like the first year people knew about it, but then everybody knows about it. It's just,
I like the idea of being indignant
whatever.
about it to like an 8-year-old. Like,
yeah.
you fucking
you don't
idiot.
fucking understand mewing at all.
I was already into this.
There
Oh,
are a
that's
bunch of
cool.
30-year-olds I know that are like,
Oh yeah,
man,
of course.
Vine was the glory days. TikTok sucks.
That's because you're watching Vine compilations.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Also, I'm sorry. Go back and watch Vine compilations right now, and there will be maybe 3 out of 50 that are okay.
Yeah, even then, it's like maybe half at most that are like the one like, and they were roommates. That one's funny. The kid kicking the thing down at Krispy Kreme.
Yeah,
Mhm.
What are the other good ones?
I'm different. Beat playing when the alien pops its head out of the tunnel.
Oh yeah, Yeah, there's maybe like 3 minutes worth of good ones, and you could make those on TikTok. It would probably be easier to
They're
make them
all
on TikTok.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Now.
you can make a 7-second video.
My issue with TikTok was that nobody makes a 7-second video. It's like a minute plus, and then I would have to sit there and lay in bed and listen to my wife listening to the same things over and over and over again. And I was like, all right, we're just done. We're done with this.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to put headphones on her.
Hey, have you guys
I
seen the new
did.
Epic thing? Everyone joining that other Chinese app to be like, we're going to give money to them instead as a protest. The app where it literally translates to Little Red Book. So of course the Republicans are freaking out, and it's all people like, it's the blue skyers. Like Taylor Lorenz is over there being like, I'm having so much fun interacting with the Chinese people like they're magical creatures.
Yeah, women hold up half the blue sky. That's what they said.
That's my friend. You back off.
Somebody in her replies today said, Brian Johnson could learn a thing from her. When you turn 50, just tell everyone you're 30. And it was so fucking Muppets. It was so it was so Waldorf and Statler type humor.
She's awesome. She's just so I can't really hate her because she's just so ridiculous. She's just such like a
She's like a parody. I love her.
Yeah.
She rocks. I met her. She's a delight.
In the words of Future, I ain't mad at you.
Was she wearing lipstick?
I don't remember. Like, I was talking with Felix about like
that was
some
Alex's way of
podcasting
asking
stuff.
if she had a mask on.
Yeah.
Oh, no comment. She's my friend. I'm not gonna...
It's hard to say. No, I think she is. She's like if you came up with a character to troll conservatives, that's just what she's doing. And you would think she would have like had a meltdown and went away or something, but she didn't, which kind of makes it funnier. They're like, fucking, oh, god damn it.
Because we were talking about podcasting, and she's like, oh, do you have a podcast too? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, so it's like a comedy podcast, but kind of absurdist. And she's like, oh, like what? I'm like, well, in the last
Call
episode,
Pendejo
we were talking about
Just lie.
smoking a bong with oysters in it. And they like kind of killed the conversation dead. And then like half hour later, I like kind of mosey over again. And she's like, ever since you told me that, I can't stop thinking about going for oysters. Which
she's trying to mac on you.
Well, I was there with the missus. I think she's just being friendly, but
aren't oysters supposed to be like an aphrodisiac?
Yes.
For Seaside Mark,
that's
maybe.
fucked
You
up.
put them up your ass and then you get a hard on.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Just
supposed to be an
slide right up there.
aphrodisiac, but I don't know where to put my penis in.
Yeah, it's
Like
really
no
tough.
matter how I turn it, it just hurts.
no, it's like an egg. You like wrap it around and crank it with the oyster.
Okay.
Oh.
So you get like 15 oysters and just wrap it around your.
Guy that thinks aphrodisiac means pheromone, he wipes a bunch of chocolate over his dick and balls.
Yeah.
She'd love
The
this.
Great Rizzler.
I need you guys to see, because I was looking up the Rizzler on Amazon, right? And this is a translation of the Great Gatsby. Oh, good God. The Great Gatsby. That's a Gen Z translation called The Great Rizzler.
Not the Great Gatsby.
Yeah, it should be the Great Gatsby.
That's insane.
Yeah, they really fucked that up.
Also, didn't they make a movie out of it like 6 years ago?
It was 12 years ago now.
Check out these
13 years
Yeah,
ago.
it's like 10 years.
Gen Z would have been like 13, I think.
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all people in this world haven't had the advantages you've had. And then in The Great Rizzler, in my little tenderoni days, my poppy slapped me with some real chili pea advice that's been swimming in my brain, greased like a fly in the soup ever since. No cap. Yo, whenever you
sucks so
trying to throw
bad.
shade, he
This shit
curved
really
me.
sucks because it's all like old shit too. That's not even used
I
anymore.
hope that was done by ChatGPT.
Yo,
I have to believe
I'm Gen Alpha, no kizzy.
it's probably they probably asked ChatGPT turn this into Gen Z slang. I hope that's what happened.
Yeah, no, all right. So it's interesting that you guys can criticize my book, but don't have a fucking book of your own. All right, listen.
Remember the LOLcat Bible from like 2008?
I have
And
it.
someone put out like the first book of it, and then it took them so long that they ended up like finishing it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's
That
like
was
it's
awesome.
all the meme shit where it's just like, let me collect all the memes from around.
It sucks thinking about someone doing that, so I hope it's just ChatGPT. But I was gonna say that movie did come out in 2013, so that movie would have come out when Gen Z was reading this in school.
Yeah.
So you really don't need to do it. Like when they read this in 8th or 9th grade, there was a movie with Leo DiCaprio who dates Zoomers,
Mm-hmm.
Zoomers are his prime demographic, and you could fuck him if you're a Zoomer.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the movie. So I don't know if you need to top that.
I can't fuck him because I'm over 25.
Yeah, he dumped me.
I do think it's AI. The author Antonius Ravenscroft also did The Wonderful Rizzler of Oz, which
Oh, okay.
yeah. But the first one is called Echoes of the E-Scream, a collection of poetry. It's an experimental collection of poetry written with the help of AI. Ooh.
Who would read that?
I don't know.
Like, it's already bad enough reading someone's poetry.
yeah,
But it's
right.
AI. It's like, skip.
But this has
What's the point?
Again, no feeling behind it.
Yeah.
Well, it was like there was that post that was going on Twitter where someone was talking about like making music with AI, and it's like, oh, everyone hates making music nowadays. It's never been harder, so you can use AI to make it easier for yourself.
True. No, it's like easier than it's ever been.
You have to learn instruments. You have to learn how to do it. It's like, just ask AI.
It's so dumb because there are things that that use machine learning to approximate amps, to simulate amps, or they help you like like the automatic drummer in Logic Pro in GarageBand. Like, there are things that can kind of help you and skip some of the tedious parts of it, but you would never just go on suno.ai and type like, make a really cool rock song with guitars in it.
Yeah, that'd be really cathartic, right? If like you're going through a hard time in your life, like you're depressed, going through a breakup, whatever, right? Suffering loss. You're like, make a cool song about suffering from loss.
Yeah. It's like hitting the demo button on a keyboard.
It's the AAP song. It's literally making a song for yourself that you want to hear, like that no one else would care about, and like also you don't care about because you forget about it instantly.
It's hard enough to get people to listen to a song anyway. Like, there's too much music on the internet already. Same thing with posts and pictures and stuff. There's already so much shit that like there's no shortage of any of it. So the idea that like someone sends you an AI thing they made, it's like, no, there's already a million real songs
I
that
already
I'm not
like
listening
don't
to.
want to listen.
Like,
Yeah, you can send me real stuff, and I probably wouldn't listen to it necessarily.
You know, people got gifts like that this year for Christmas. I made you a song.
Oh,
I made you a song. Yeah, low views make me want to give up.
You have to listen to 7 verses on Christmas with like 40 people sitting around listening to it.
Making everybody play it on YouTube.
AAP trying to win his wife back by generating her an AI song. Oh, there's like a 35% chance that already happened.
Yeah, I'm lonely without you. Then you make me happy.
Yeah. No, you makes me want to give up. No, you makes me want to give up. It's the same song.
Did you hear the drama update on them this week?
No.
She uploaded and then deleted shortly after, like within an hour, a short where she was like being all lovey and posing with a guy that looks just like AAP, but it's not him and it's definitely his brother.
damn.
And in the words
What
of
a
someone from
cool-
Discord, white trash families are so exhausting. It's so true.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, they like I guess like he killed their cat or something
shot
allegedly,
it.
and then she left, and then there's like a restraining order. But then I guess she's dating his brother who like lives in a trailer on the property. It's
It
what a
really
cool-
is insane.
cool family.
Not my business.
Yeah, I mean it's not my problem. Just don't come near me.
He's about to make some cousin brothers for the uncle.
I do see a lot of that, and like when I'm going through Instagram and I like deep dive into some like white trash reels, it's all that stuff where it's someone's like dating someone else that they know. Like your best friend is now dating your like ex-girlfriend. It's like, my goodness, what is going? How small is your community? Are there like 6 people that live in your town? Like you all just have
it's
to
so
fuck
fucked
each other?
up to have that level of like rootedness where you're stuck in a small town forever, but you also like don't even have a family or anything there.
Yeah,
Like you're just with the same 6 people, like having affairs and
having
stuff.
drama.
yeah, there's 6,
Yeah.
like there's 3 men, 3 women, and you just constantly like swing back and forth dating
Like,
each
why
other.
not just go to another town? Like,
Yeah.
if you're
Go to a
single
bigger
now and you don't
place.
have kids, yeah, just go somewhere else, and then you don't have to deal with that.
You can do
When
anything
I was in a
you want.
situation like that, I had the same plan I always have: join the merchant marines, the maritime, and just work on freight ships and shit.
I'd play with my tits.
Yeah,
Well, I couldn't do that now. I'm too.
a jack off.
Now I would just crawl into I'd sleep in a ditch like Devin and get my butt fucked at rest stops probably if I lost my way.
Hey, it's not a
Okay.
film life.
I would become Devin.
I thought the Merchant Marines, it was all Marine Le Pen. I thought it was all like old women. And then you could go over there and date them. I thought that's what this was.
Didn't
but-
the other old Le Pen just die finally?
Yeah, the old one.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You need a new pen.
Adolf.
They buried him with Hitler in the bunker.
Yeah. They opened up the bunker to put him in there.
Yeah.
I had to look for this tweet again the other day just because I love Devin so much. The
God.
fucking
bong.
G-Easy bong.
The G-Easy bong.
There's
is
no
so
way that thing
cool.
survived more than 2 bowls before it clogged and he never
No.
cleaned it.
No, you can't see through it. It's got a guy's face on it.
You also can't even tell who it is because of like the aspect ratio on it. Like if his name wasn't there, I'd have no idea who the fuck that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks all stretched out.
It looks like
I'm just realizing he unfollowed me. But
Oh,
I guess he
wow.
unfollowed a lot of people.
I would
No, yeah, someone's like sort of operating his account. That's why we haven't talked about him too much.
I've not paid attention because after that it was just like whatever.
Yeah, it's like it's the same thing with AI. Like if it's not him, then I don't want to see it. Like who cares?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not even following this one.
Like someone pretending to be Devin, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could imagine fake shit that he might say.
You know when the AI shit first started blowing up like a year and a half ago or whatever, like really blown up?
Yeah.
There was that channel on Twitch that had like 10,000 viewers all the time where they're just watching AI generated SpongeBob episodes. I'm like, this is so
Oh
shitty.
yeah, and like the AI Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Remember when that guy used to make fake AI Seinfeld scripts?
Oh god.
What does that guy do now? He probably killed himself.
Yeah.
Oh, where they put in like 10,000 hours of.
Yeah.
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 And he was clearly writing it himself.
He was still doing that.
Is he still doing that? Because now anyone could do that, and it's just not even funny. Like even if it comes, even if it pumps out something that's like sort of like Seinfeld, it just isn't even. It's like okay,
So he was ahead of his time.
Somebody in
kinda
chat the
was.
other day said their dad always forever called it Steinfield, which makes me fucking laugh. It's an old man thing.
Steinfield.
Turn on that Steinfield. That sounds like an ESL dad.
Yeah,
Steinfield.
But that was my
like that.
that was the most annoying part was seeing like I trained a bot. I put a bot through 10,000 hours to write me an
Olive
episode
Garden.
of like
Yeah.
Mad Men. All yeah.
No, that
Olive
doesn't mean
Garden. It's just
anything.
Like, no, it
Which
never
is
meant
fine.
anything because
That's
like
good.
you didn't do that. But
What was that little
you
tweet's
clearly
name?
just wrote it. That's what I was trying to remember, but I don't know.
yeah. It was a guy that would in like 2017 maybe. He would just
Yeah.
keep going viral, making these fake Seinfeld scripts that he clearly wrote.
He had a stupid name.
It's not the balloon gay, but it's like the
No.
AI
Yeah.
gay.
It's sort of
Blocksmith.
yeah, it's sort of in the same like yeah,
I'll
this,
find
the
it.
same sort of era and the same sort of circle as that guy. Like they probably follow
Keaton
each other.
Patty.
Keaton Patty.
Keaton Patty
With an I.
Keaton. I knew it began with a K.
It's
every time-
P-A-T-T-I. That's why I remember it as weirdo.
Yeah,
Every time
it
I
says
would,
here he killed himself.
Oh, okay.
Every time I would share
Aw.
Blocksmith onto my Instagram, someone who lived in the area would always be like, I just saw him in my neighborhood. I was so
That's so
upset.
funny.
That's
Like,
sick.
that's great. I love that guy.
Man, he
The
published a
pinned
book.
tweet is still
He-
I forced 1,000 hours of fucking goddamn
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Fraser.
He published a book in 2020 that was well, I guess honestly he did write all that shit.
Yeah, he
That was
should
him
have
that
shit.
wrote that. It wasn't a bot, so
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was way
okay.
more pathetic.
Would you rather read that or the Great Rizzler?
probably that.
Probably
Because
this
at least
than the
I
Great
know he
Rizzler.
wrote that.
Yeah.
And there's like stuff you can make fun. There are like if you found a line in it that was stupid, you could say, "Look at this moron." But
Yeah,
the AI
Mhm.
shit, it's not going to have typos. It's all just going to be that same sort of boring, numbing like monotony that it has. Or it's like, yeah, it kind of sounds like a person talking, I guess.
We need to bring back you know what seems like AI shit, even though it was like pre-AI, but AI would still do it just as well. All of the and zombies books. We need to inject those back
Oh,
into shit.
yeah.
That's what I thought the Great Rizzler was going to
Yeah.
be, but now it's been outsourced to fucking Chat GPT.
Yeah, you might as well just do that.
Dude, I got you Mein Kampf and zombies and vampires.
Kampf and the Bible and zombies,
The Bible. Oh, there's a couple.
and it's zombie Jesus.
Google Leviticus.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Wait, that wasn't his name. It was Lazarus. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a guy named Leviticus who was really homophobic, and Jesus cured him by sucking his dick. And he was like, you know what? Men are better at this.
He's right. He's got a point.
Leviticus sounds like a fucking guy that looks just like Mead, but he's the actual evil Mead. Like, compared to that guy, Mead's the good one.
So he's got like a goatee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leviticus Danforth Cogsworth the Fifth.
He's a guy who still lives in his town and he owns slaves somehow.
Somehow, I'd say quite easily.
People keep driving by and they think they're doing race play. They assume they're doing race play and they don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Who am I to kink shame?
Well,
Oh, it's those bondage race play people.
off the record, they are paid, but I pay them extra to act like they're not. That's Leviticus. It's his loophole.
Oh, I don't like that guy.
No, I hate
He's
him.
bad news.
He's an L.
Yeah.
Leviticus.
He's a big L. That's what I call him.
I think it's too soon to do race play.
Mhm.
That's
It
true.
hasn't been long enough since we had race.
I think it's too soon to do any play.
Well, we were done with it, and then Obama got elected.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
point.
He brought racism
Fuck,
back.
Forgot
so.
about that. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Because I never heard about race play in, like, the 90s. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's probably Obama.
Obama's base now. He was giggling with Trump.
Oh, yeah, him and Trump were doing race play.
Oh
Yep.
shit, really?
That's what I think when a black guy and a white guy are talking to each other.
This is
This
crazy.
is race play.
Do you want to do a race play date at my mom's house?
That's why I can't remember the word for foot race. Let's have a race play to that tree.
Yeah. Yeah, you say
What'd
that
you
to someone,
say?
they start taking their clothes off. You're like, what? What's going on? They pull out a whip.
Oh, fuck. A race play.
Oh, man.
That's interesting. Interesting idea.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that.
Oh my fucking god.
Quite interesting.
Oh, I have such a wonderful treat for you guys that I
Oh, okay.
completely forgot about till just now. I had a video hit my algorithm because I was watching Ellie from Russia videos, and this podcast came up. This podcast came up that was by these two twinks that look like Fortnite skins, named Eli and Mike, and they have this clickbaity type video. They do the worst interviews. Like they interview like influencer, like marketing influencers. They remember
Yeah.
they interviewed the world's richest or the world's youngest rich influencer. It's like this 12-year-old kid that's just like yeah, answering questions like that. Yeah. But they had this one episode that just came out like last night, and the only reason it popped up because I was searching Ellie from Russia, and it was this Elsa Arca, who she has a ton of TikTok and YouTube followers. This girl, if you Google her, it'll tell you she's a Mexican Russian artist, but she's actually Kazakh. And
Damn.
the interview is supposed to be about her escaping Russia, and the only reason it says that is because during the interview, when she says she's from Kazakhstan, they go, "Kazakh what? Can we just say Russia?" She literally just has to say Russia like the whole time because they can't say Kazakhstan. And at some point,
Is it just someone that got off Craigslist?
she's like actually she's famous in like the way a TikToker would be famous, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
But she
okay.
has like 14 million real YouTube subs. Like she's a
Yeah.
big star, but like you wouldn't know her because you know when you see like those unfathomably weird reels where it's like world's most famous actor gets heartbroken. It's like a
Yeah.
10-second just like skit play with like overacted like silent acting where they're being really emotive and shit.
Yeah, it's like those things Indian people generate where it's like, or they have people act him out. Like a man
Yeah.
wins the lottery and then falls into the river, and then it's like a soap opera about that.
Yeah, she'll have a TikTok where she like
Yeah.
dances, then crosses her eyes, and then has like 55 million loops on it, that type of shit. But she's telling her story, and first of all, this girl's born in like 2000, and she's trying to talk about growing up under communism. She grew up in Almaty, and one of the things she's talking about where she basically lived in like a dictatorship at home was she had to be home by the time the sun was down every night as a child. And they both the guys were like, "Oh my god." They kept touching each other and being like, "Oh, thank you for sharing." And one of them, like the dumber one, because I said it when I was watching earlier, I said they have a combined IQ of 140, but you can distribute that how you want. Because one of them's clearly dumber. And the dumber one at some point goes, "Beckett, was it Kevistan? It's like they've never heard of it, and they're both like in their 30s. Look at these fucking guys, man.
Oh my goodness, look at them.
They have this studio for like no views. They have such high production, but then every single video starts and the mics are either off or all fucked up, and it sounds like they're underwater. And then it usually like evens out. They have a producer there too. My favorite part is that 15 minutes through when she's talking about this shit, and they're kind of like getting lost in the story, whatever, blah blah blah. And one of them looks over and goes, "Time," like to the producer, and they're 15 minutes into a 1 hour episode. Chill out, man. You don't even do ads. So funny. But it was one of the funniest interviews I've watched in a while. Like, I realized earlier, there's almost nothing funnier to me than like very low IQ like gay dudes that are like, oh my god, where like they don't really get anything, but they acting like they're all fucking like, oh, like one of them was like, so why are your parents so strict? Was it like a religious thing? And she's like, yeah, I come from a Muslim family. They both are like, ugh. Like you just see them like, oh,
oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Like that type. The further you go back, bro, if you go to their YouTube, every single episode they literally look like a new Battle Pass skin. It's crazy.
That's so
their
cool.
profile
You go back
picture
at
is
one point
great.
and they have like polygoned hair.
Yeah, those guys are created like minions that are supposed to follow around like a female pop singer.
Dude, yes, they look like Neo Oompa Loompas where they just have like different colored hairs that they're born with, like pink and blue, like those two. And they have like different styles. They're Oomfie Loomfies.
They kind of look like their hair looks like it's like Lego guy hair where you could just like put it on interchangeably.
Yeah,
and,
I love
take it
it.
off.
That would be
Sometimes
cool.
they hang it like down like little bangs, and then sometimes they have it like super spiked in different colors.
So
These guys are awesome.
They interviewed another guy that's like, well, he wants to be the Pakistani Andrew Tate, but he's like a scammer. He's on there talking about how he's a billionaire. He owns over 500 companies. Then you Google him and he's just like, it's that interview and like a couple other podcasts he hit. And he's just like this dude that's like a drop shipper. And he like poses with like cigars and shit. But they're like, oh, this Middle Eastern guy, he's probably an oil baron. Like,
Was
nope,
it M.N.
he's
Kane? Because I
in
just saw
Pakistan.
him right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at him. He definitely is
that's
trying to
awesome.
be. He's kind of like a pudgy Andrew Tate.
If you listen to his voice for a second on the episode, he sounds like he has the most dumb guy cadence ever, where you wouldn't even believe he has one employee, let alone 500 companies. And he probably does have 500 companies, 500 Amazon shops, is what he's talking about.
Yeah, or 500 different emails.
Yes. Or 500 different phone numbers from prankdial.com.
Yeah.
Also, I do love that like all of these videos have like 64 views.
I know. They got that fucking crazy studio. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not even worth doing the edits.
I love it.
No.
Well, they definitely don't even edit anything because, like I said, half the episodes you click and it starts and all the mics sound like they're submerged in water and a couple of them are off. Like that, their producer just sitting there with fucking high as shit the whole time. You could tell, and that's fine. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
their
be listening to
biggest
them either.
video was 2 years ago, and it's 13,000 views. Like they're
bad.
lucky if they're breaking hundreds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 37, 18, 21,
Yeah.
11.
There must be so many people following guides like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite. One of them's like how to go mega viral, and it has like 52 views. Like it's an interview.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are just so many copies of just people trying to be Andrew Tate, and it just doesn't work.
I'll tell you what that was. That wasn't a guide. That was a question.
Oh, okay.
How do I go viral? No,
Yeah,
not yet.
it's so weird. People just haven't made any money, and they're like, the secret to me making money. And they just kind of assume that like a million people are. Well, it said in a PDF that I read that I post this and then I become a millionaire. So when is that going to happen, you guys?
I mean, that is all Instagram. It's just weird to see like these people do like hour-long interviews where I'm sure like they say nothing. Because like all of Instagram is just guys like with like the previous like 5 years trend, like finally like drop shipping and all that. But that's kind of going away. Now the big one is trying to like buy items from wholesale grocery stores and then sell them yourselves. Like
people selling Hungry Man dinners on.
yeah, exactly. Going to like Ollie's and buying like the whole carton of like Starbucks drinks and
That's
then
like
selling them
doing
on
the-
Amazon at like $13 a drink.
It's called having a store. They invented having a store.
Bro, that's like doing the Punch Drunk Love scam with the frequent flyer miles, except there's no frequent flyer miles. You just have like 800 yogurts.
Yeah.
Like they just invented the concept of 7-Eleven. Like, what if we bought a bunch of sodas wholesale directly from Coca-Cola, and then we doubled the price and sold them to end users?
Also, those are the
Ooh,
same
I'm not
guys who
ready.
are getting mad at Guatemalan moms doing that in New York City in the summer.
Oh, of course. Because they're taking the business.
Yeah, you can't get mad at that.
These guys are a package deal, man. They can't do anything.
Yeah, I love
I
them.
wonder if they do the Step Brothers thing where they apply to jobs as one person.
That would be cool if they weren't even
We're
brothers.
Eli
They
and
just
Mike.
like looked.
I don't know. I don't think
exactly
they are.
Oh
Rodeo
shit! Then never
Realty.
mind.
I don't even know if I didn't look
Fuck.
into their story at all. I just watched a couple of YouTubes and it was crazy.
It's really hard to find out with a guy like that because it is all just so. It's probably generated by ChatGPT.
Yeah, none of it's real.
Yeah.
Like
It's based on like they're clones of clones of clones of people who it's like two brothers and they're like we were the youngest made millionaires and we invented several businesses and I'm not sure what they were and now we're going to teach you how to do it. And how you do that is like using our Amazon affiliate code.
There's just one thing, like the pay to win type shit that exists now, especially online. One thing you cannot do is pay for like an audience, like not a real one. You have to get it yourself.
You get fake audiences and you just get, sometimes you get numbers, but like, I mean, you don't, like, there's just nothing. There's nothing that they're offering. There's
so many fail safes for that too. Like even there's a guy that's been streaming all week on Twitch. He's European. I think he's Swedish or Finnish or something. And his name is just Viewbotting guy. And he's just been viewbotting random streamers up to like 50,000 for hours at a time. And he has across the screen, I can tell you how to fix this, Twitch, hire me. Like, because they don't know how to stop him. Like, they haven't banned his account yet because they can't prove he's doing it. But he himself sits there with 40,000 viewers and like just plays songs and fucking does karaoke and stuff. He's like a goofball. But he's just sitting there fucking everything up. Like, Forsen sat there with like 50,000 viewers all week. But the thing about, you don't sit there and get ad revenue for that.
No, the people have to be physically
There was
watching.
a WoW streamer Viewbotted earlier this week, and he streamed for like 11 hours straight, and some other streamer that was in his party was like, you're not getting extra ad rev for the bots. Like, what? Hey guys, it's been a great stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
It's just getting into like the API. Like those bots that were in Outlaws chat, but the view count didn't go up.
Those were real. Those were all real.
Those were all real.
Those were not
people.
bots in his chat. Those were, those.
Like it just opens up one part of the thing and it doesn't actually. It's like how Chatterino, if you have that open, that won't actually give you channel points.
Yeah.
Just for being in someone's channel. You you can't just have it offline.
Open the viewer list.
You have to like actually open the website or the app. And the bots aren't doing that. So.
Yeah. But it's interesting that people are just so dumb.
You know what also bots aren't doing? Subbing.
That's true.
And sometimes like 3,000 of them die in a month.
Yeah, they get swept. I got followed the other day, and before I could even check who followed, it said just unknown user has followed you. I was like, damn. That account's gone.
Damn, what am I going to do with my gift card? I didn't even know what the scam was yet. I already had the gift card open.
Maybe there's like a hater that accidentally followed and they got fucking embarrassed and blocked me, so it showed up like that. That'd be funny.
That happened on Twitter.
I don't actually have any enemies like that. That would be like a disgruntled chatter maybe, but
yeah, the only one we already talked about him. He's gone. That happened on Twitter. Right after the election, I noticed that like my account lost like 1,000 followers. It was just all bots.
Yeah, they did a sweep of the bots that were built up.
Seriously, after the election, I guarantee Elon was like, "We'll hold off."
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because like they were bots that he was having.
They don't want the thing to go down.
They swept some sort of like alts or something too, because I approve all of my follows because it's real people, and I lost like 200 or something.
So it was just interesting to
idle.
See.
I wonder.
So it was
what
just
they need to do
shit.
is delete those old accounts and fucking unlock some names.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to finally delete Harris Whittle's account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, get rid of him. Enough of that.
I think Gen Z and Gen Alpha should have the joy of squatting on names and selling them at third-party sites. That's so fun.
Yeah.
I think if you're fucking sitting there right when a site comes up and registering all these names, especially back in the day when you do it manually, you deserve to sell those.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now people run it with bots, and it's not that cool.
No. But if you snag those naturally, I hope you got paid.
I guess all the crypto guys do that now with like the crypto URLs. That's like the big trade. It's bigger than NFTs. It's just selling like Brian dot
Yeah, at Poopcoin.
Yeah. Brian dot BTC.
Yeah, I guess those would be the guys who pay for that.
Tom.com.
Brian dot MAR.
Hold on, I need that.
Brian dot Mar.
Those are the type of guys that think that's really cool.
Brian dot Mar.
Just having their first name as their name on a social media website. And all that really means is that like you look like you're a weird tech guy, and then also people are just accidentally tagging you all day.
That's what at Tom did.
Skelton me
at Tom.
That's pretty good.
Fucking at Tom.
At Tom space on here.
Now it's
Like, I don't think I've ever
space
seen one of those guys and
here.
been like, damn, that's really cool. That's cool that you're at Tom. That's really awesome.
I think MockTac typed it like that because he couldn't find the underscore. He's like, where the fuck? That's why he just types Tom on here. You're never gonna see an underscore in MockTac's names for that reason. How do you get that hyphen that's low? Try to stand on it.
I need that account.
MockTac's or just
Yes.
Tom?
Yeah.
Nate should buy you at Tom.
Okay.
All those guys are like at, I don't even know, like, but you know what I'm talking about, like the ones we were just talking about, the tech guys that have those
Yeah.
names. They're all so
Yeah.
bitter about it. Like they'll have like names that are like not that blah blah blah. Like shut up, or they're locked. Pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the
Hold
point of
on.
having that if you're locked? Just delete it.
MockTac, if you're listening to this, I gotta tell you, you're stupid, man. You think we only have a YouTube channel? We talk about you everywhere,
Yeah,
buddy.
we have a podcast and a Twitch
Yeah,
stream.
it's on Spotify, it's on Apple.
Well, that's the best
Wherever
part.
you
of
download your
listening.
podcast, make sure to leave a
He
5-star
fucking
review.
is listening, and like he still
Even
can't.
if we stopped, people would still be fucking with you, man.
he
I'm
can't
sorry.
differentiate the random voices on his phone, and then to like
It's someone else's phone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like some guy who like already left Twitter, that Brandon Shortledge guy. He got like a voicemail.
We should probably
or, like
add
his cousin got a
context here.
voicemail threatening him.
Oh,
I don't-
if it was actually Brandon Shortledge, then it's Brandon calling his own fucking phone because Brandon was a
course.
psycho.
That's probably what it is. Yeah, it's like some other guy on Twitter said that I got a voicemail.
Yeah, for some context, our fucking stalker MockTac is back at it again, tagging us.
Yeah, there's some guy who there's some chud who harasses us because we're so woke.
Yeah,
And we
'cause
support
we're
women
heroes.
and
we love
and he
women.
harasses and gang stalks us, and he thinks
He
that like one of
gang-stalking
us left a voicemail for some other random guy being like, "I'm gonna fucking rape you to death, you fucking whore."
But that's what.
Fuck
Don't
you."
say that he's
so
going to
this-
compare the two voices. It's going to be proof.
It still doesn't sound like it.
It
Brandon
doesn't
had an
sound like
account-
any of us at all. The syntax is completely different.
Brandon had an account called Beacon Light, and then like he would make up threats all the time about someone trying to kill him, and then he would also make death threats like every single day against like women. And there was this woman streamer that he was obsessed with who had a boyfriend, and he was like in her Discord and then talking about killing her boyfriend and then like assaulting her with like a cactus. It was insane shit. Got
Yeah.
banned, and then would post in there multiple times.
I think
like,
they called
I'm
his
so
mom.
sorry. Yeah, they called his mom and were like, "Hey, he like can't do this." And then he would post like, "Okay, I know I said this, but like I'm sorry. I was upset, and I think I should get a pass, and I should be like, I don't know, maybe we could become boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever."
Yeah, one of those things where you can't get through to those guys that
Yeah.
like I'm sorry, I'm being a fucking psycho. I gotta log off. They're like, well, I'm sorry if you got offended by me trying to exercise my right to fuck this woman that
I
I'm
was
trying to
fucking
fuck.
mad, and I shouldn't
I
be
was
allowed to say
fucking
whatever.
mad, and I deserve to fucking fuck her. So
I think one of his last tweets before like his like he
fake
actually
killed
got his
himself.
phone. Yeah, he fake killed himself, but then like started a new account with like the same.
and then
name.
someone called his mom again
Yeah.
and was like, he's fine.
Yeah.
No, I checked. Like one of his friends,
Yeah,
like, they
his
were
real
like,
life-
worried
and,
about
like,
him.
his
and
real life
someone
friends,
replied,
some blue check guy was like, I called his mom and she said everything's okay. He's just having
Yeah.
a hard time.
yeah, someone who's like known him on the internet for 15 years.
Yep.
And they're like, they just know him as the guy who like freaks out and threatens people, and they have
Yeah.
to be like, he's kind of going through a hard time, and I know he gets a little over the top. I'll have a
Because he
talk
got
with
blocked by like I think he got blocked by Melanie too a couple different times because she would post something and then he would just have a meltdown, like even worse than Andrew 15, where he would just be like, "I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
kill
because he
you
would also
and kill
do like
everybody."
9 in a row.
Yeah, and he would not
yeah.
stop.
Or he'd be replying
The-
to people she was talking to and be like, what do you mean by that?
Well, and then those fake accounts
awesome.
that like harass them, they would reply, and then he would just fight with them in the replies. And so you're like Melanie Mac, and there's like guys being like, "You fucking idiot," and then you
Yeah.
have 9 messages in like less than 10 seconds from a guy like Brandon being like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you. She's perfect. She's amazing." It's
My
like, God
uncle's a
damn it.
cop, and he's gonna come to your house and fucking kill all of you. Yeah, but anyway, that guy left himself a voicemail threatening himself, and then MockTac thinks that's his evidence that's us like registering some account to just say like you're not a real Christian.
Yeah.
Some like Reddit guy who's like arguing with him about like, oh, you believe in the invisible sky fairy? Like it's clearly not even one of our fans.
No, it's a person who just saw them.
I can't interact with MockTac, 1, because I'm locked, and 2, because he has me blocked, so I don't know why he's fucking tagging me in tweets. But if he's listening to it, I want to address it now. I don't perceive of Mocktack. I never think of him. It doesn't like take up any of my headspace and any of my day until he fucking tags me on a tweet on Twitter. And then I'm looking at his page and I'm like, oh, he's complaining right afterwards about how people say he's going to get married one day, but no, I'm not. And I'm like, okay, well, that's funny.
That's pretty funny.
It's not us. We don't care. I don't even think it's our fans. I think you're just a big enough presence on Twitter as like a lol cow.
Big. He's nothing but gravy.
Yeah. And you reply to all of them.
Yeah, and you feed into it by replying to it yourself. So if you stop taking the bait, people wouldn't do it anymore.
Here's the thing. We've already done this. We've already said this to him.
I feel like we probably have. So maybe he isn't listening that close until like fucking.
Well, also, have you thought about how he's an idiot?
Yes, that's why I'm yelling.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing, he can't do anything to fix it because he has to reply to Melanie. So if he just had a private account, or if he wasn't like replying like racist shit all day, she wouldn't see it and she would never follow him back. But then confronting any of that would sort of it would kill him. He would just instantly die if he was like, wait a minute, why am I on here replying to a woman who would never follow me, that I've been replying to for like 2 years, and she still won't follow me?
So a very similar thing happened to AR-15, our dear friend, where he would go viral because like I'd retweet him and then a bunch of other people like Alex would retweet it and then it would just circle on and just become big.
It would end up on like Reddit.
Yeah, and so where he's just like, you need to shoot a child screaming in a store.
Yeah.
And so like he got big enough though where people noticed him, and then they like independently of us would go reply to him every time he makes a super dumb post, which is, you know, at least once a day. And so like he would get all of these replies and then again blame us and say, oh, fucking that FYM guys, they were constantly harassing me. It's
we're
like,
just innovators in the finding freak space.
We found you first. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like making a new Twitter account. That would be such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we're just talking about how you need a fucking phone number and shit.
Even
man.
trying to use Twitter regularly, that's like logging into my actual account. I barely even want to do that. But like making a second one to reply to Mocktack, being like, you know, God isn't real, right? Like, why would I do that?
Morons. Like, I have a child that I take care of every single day. Do you think I care about you? I do. I care about you so deeply.
Like, your life sucks and you're dying. Why would I need to do anything? All I need to do is wait. Like, your life is, you're gonna die alone in like a fucking asbestos cabin in West Virginia.
No, he's gonna find a wife. Even if he doesn't believe in himself. So long as he works on himself and stops tagging me on Twitter.
Yeah. You keep talking about gay people going to hell while he's fucking got holes leaking.
Well, just you guys wait.
Well, that's why he's afraid of gay people, because they might try to fuck his holes that are leaking.
When he drops 200 pounds from just eating nothing but gravy. Keeping himself full from gravy.
The all gravy diet.
Forgot about that one.
I want to let you guys, right now at the halftime show for the LA Rams game right now, Rachel Platten is singing fight song for the halftime show, and I
heard about that. I love that.
This is my fight song.
Was she the original singer?
It's okay to be white song. Yeah, she was.
That song sucks. It's kind of making fun of the concept of a fight song. It's saying it's something for women about their empowerment. No, it's about fucking sports, bitch.
If it was
fucking
if it was
slut.
like 2003, it would say like Katy Perry or Kelly Clarkson fight song instead on LimeWire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really could be anyone. Colby Kylot.
I thought it was by fucking Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I thought they all sing their own campaign song. Like, I thought Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. I thought that was Bill and Hillary Clinton doing a duet. And also that song that Will.i.am did for Obama. I thought that was Obama through autotune.
Fuck William.
Might as well have been.
Yeah, I don't like William.
Will.i.am.
He hasn't had a hit in years.
Thinking you're owning him by calling him William. William, pussy?
Yeah. I don't recognize those dots. Sorry.
I don't see the dots. Tagging him.
I don't pronounce your foreign name. I don't care.
At will.
Will.i.am needs to anglicize his name. Take those dots out.
Yeah, you can't tag him on Twitter.
Letters. Yeah, you can't tag him on Twitter. And if you try to Google his name, it pulls up his website.
It just thinks you're pulling up sentences.
I bet it goes crazy on Blue Sky, though, because that's like got a fucking URL in there.
Is he on there?
Will.i.am.
If he's not on there, maybe we should make it and try to sell it to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start squatting Wikipedias.
Ooh.
Hey man, I heard your 13-year-old's being scouted by Ohio State. I just got his Wikipedia on lockdown. I'm the admin. You want this shit to be accurate? It's me $400 a month.
I don't think anyone's registered willim.bsky.social.
Okay, well maybe I'll go there. Maybe I'm
Someone's
finally
gotta
joining
make it.
Blue Sky.
Someone's got to make
Is
it.
there a will.im? No.
Oh.
Or I guess that'd be willy.am.
Yeah, you see, Mock Tech, we're making fake accounts on Blue Sky to harass gay people.
Yeah, not,
So you have it completely backwards.
Not
Well,
a
is will.i.am gay?
No, I was just going to use that to reply to gay people with some like really horrible shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just going to go on the Discover page.
You already have the Stone Raider account, man.
Yeah, I don't want to get banned on that. Like, I can't really push it
That
at all.
one's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
I want to get.
Like, it would be
I
funny
don't
to
want to
just
get
be
banned
like,
on the Stone Raider. It's so funny.
it would be funny to just be like, man, I lay here on my bed covered in cum and I just hate queers so much.
Yeah. I just spurred onto my belly watching football.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Posting a picture of like his sheets covered in cum and saying, gay guys, you will never get this.
Yep.
I will die before I let you get my sperm.
Squeezing his cock so hard it's like dark purple. And he's like, "You queers will never suck this."
Yeah. Posting his gaped asshole.
Pre-cum
Bet you,
dripping off of it. Yeah.
posting his gaped asshole. I bet you want to fuck this queers. Fuck you.
Dude, it up on all
Never gonna
fours
touch
where it's
this.
like the Vaseline lens. You see his
Yeah.
fucking spread asshole. It's all like
He's got a ball gag in his mouth. Bet you want this queers.
so funny. He's like,
You're going to hell.
LOL, yeah, I'm dressed like Leather Daddy. I'm gonna go spank a woman, dumbass. You fucking queer.
Dumb fuck.
Yeah.
She likes it.
I'm going to the straight pride parade in my town. And we dress exactly the same, but it's for straight people. That's what I meant when I said, why isn't there a straight pride parade? I want to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I want to dance to Born This Way by Lady Gaga.
To Justin Lingle. LOL, yes, I am wearing kink to straight pride. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm proud of what I am.
All my haters think I can't wear kink to straight pride. Well, fuck you. Go fuck yourself and kill yourself.
Yeah, fucking kill yourself.
The one really good like lingle thing I keep seeing is like other lingles saying KY5 to each other.
Kill your 5 elf.
Yeah.
Kill your fives.
Your felf.
Yourself.
Kill your 5.
Fuck yourself.
All right,
I
but
got
do
your
not
5.
do not KY5 if you're listening
Nope.
to this.
And do not
Save
KY
your
us either.
5. Do
No,
not
go listen to
KY
Fight
us.
Dude, don't KYS us, please.
Don't KYS us,
Yeah.
please. Stupid.
Uh,
Oh,
But
man.
subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to the
Yeah,
Yeah, subscribe to the
Twitch channel.
Patreon. Check out Blue Sky. Check out
Yeah,
Will
check
I
out-
Am.
check
Check out
out Eli and
prankcaller.io. Check out Eli and Mike
please
and
check them
Lauren
out. They need
Arca
it.
or whatever her name
Yeah,
was.
they need some
Elsa
views.
Arca.
Elsa
We're gonna
Arca.
get on. We're gonna get on there.
Mexican Russian pop star. They
Mexican
looked at her and guessed she's Kazakhstan.
They just guessed.
They heard that accent and saw her dark features like Mexican
Mexican
Russian.
Russian.
Wait, is she from Mexico?
No.
Or is she just from, she's not Mexican at
Kazakhstan.
all?
No, she's from fucking Kazakhstan only.
Oh, I thought she like lived in Mexico and she
No.
was from Kaz. Okay, that makes it even funnier because I guess it is sort of Russia's Mexico.
Worldwide
Yeah.
Latino belt, man.
And I'm pretty
It's
sure
drier
that's
and
true.
it's southern.
I'm pretty sure those two brought her on thinking she was half Latino too, and they were gonna fucking
Yeah.
vibe. And then she's like, "No, I'm from Kazakhstan."
There's like, huh?
Is that
I
like?
guess.
Oh, that's probably Central America.
They-
Kazakhstan. It's
Bro,
like
they are the types of
near
guys
Panama.
you could tell them anything, and they just go, "Oh my god," and believe it 1,000%.
We should have them on,
Yeah.
or we should be interviewed
we
by
should
them.
go on their
That's
show.
what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You could tell them the most insane shit. Like you could tell them
I'm
like
going to.
I was like no lie, I was born in 1775. I met George Washington. They'd be like, "Oh my god."
She was just talking about
Well-
something like, ever since I came here, or she's like, when I was a little girl in Kazakhstan, I was wearing an I Heart New York shirt, and this boy on my street laughed at me and said, "Why are you wearing a shirt of a city you would never go to?" And I was like, "Fuck you, I will go there." And then I went there, and one of them was like, "Oh my god, I have tears." It was so great. It's the best
wanna
thing
go
ever.
on
my
there.
God.
I want to go on there and tell them I remember my birth, and then start describing it to them.
You could probably
Yeah.
go on there,
It was
Tom.
so
You-
wet.
that
I could- if I-
the billionaire that went on
Yeah.
their show earlier, his blue checkmark account only has 244 followers. Like he's not even goated on
Yeah.
fake followers.
I should reach out to more of these. I should quit living my life and taking care of my daughter and start trying to go
Yes.
on more fake podcasts.
In the words of Outlaw,
right.
yes.
Okay. I wonder if he'll fly me out.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Bye-bye.
they're-
Yes.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.